It had been over a year since my last deer stalk, not for lack of desire, but for lack of opportunity, and, truth be told, a lack of freezer space. This trip had been a long time coming, planned with my friend and fellow deer stalker Matt from Grove Game, based down in the southwest of England. We first crossed paths a few years ago when I was desperately searching for a deer in the fur for a skinning and butchery demonstration at a small festival. Matt stepped up without hesitation, and ever since, we've spoken of trips like this. A chance to reconnect, manage deer together, to share skills, and to pass some of that knowledge on to his son Will. Having arrived late in the evening, there was just enough time for a little thermal pest control. But as dawn broke, the morning began with the slow, deliberate ritual of preparing our kit. The plan was simple: check a few spots, move into the woodland, set up camp, but as always, the row will write the script. Having the rights to shoot on land comes with responsibility and with expectation. Landowners rely on people to manage pests. Dispatching a fox is part of that cycle. It's not something I'd choose to do myself until I have livestock of my own to protect. But I understand it. I respect the ebb and flow of the countryside. So does Matt. His passion for good quality homegrown produce runs deep, and paired with his work in the larder, it becomes something greater, turning venison into exceptional game products for the local restaurants and suppliers. In the early days, all of Matt's preparation work was done at home, in a small processing shed out back. But as his skills grew and his commitment to supporting the landowners deepened, so too did his business. What began as a modest setup soon became something larger, more refined, and far better equipped to handle the demands of the countryside. His larder was as impressive as it was purposeful, well stocked, meticulously kept, ready to handle a huge swathe of venison as the seasons reached their peak. Standing there, you could only imagine the sheer pace of work in those late, busy months of the year. Of course, commercial deer processing is a very different world compared to preparing a single carcass for personal use. The scale, the standards, the sheer volume of work, it all demands precision and efficiency, yet the link still remains the same. It begins in the field with respect for the animal and for the land, and it ends with the food on the table, nourishing, honest, and hard-earned.
Thank you, Matt.
As we left the larder behind, the anticipation for the weekend only grew stronger. The tools were ready, the plan was set, but more than that, it was the feeling of returning to something I'd missed. The stillness of the woods, the patience of the stalk, the chance to slow down and reconnect. It felt good to be back, behind the rifle, side by side with a friend, and once again part of the quiet rhythm of the countryside.
Good fox there, Matt. Yeah, important part of livestock protection, isn't it?
Just look behind you there. That's the reason why we do it.
Absolutely. So Matt and I are just out now. We're on the way to look for a roe deer. We just saw a big old dog fox, which Matt had to take for livestock protection purposes. So yeah, we're going to go have a little look at that, collect that carcass, and really go out for a roe deer. Like I said, it is rut at the moment and it is quite humid, so it should be perfect kind of weather for them. So we're just going to take a little walk down with the sticks and the rifle. Feeling promising today, Matt?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's right at the start of the rut. I mean, other places have reported deer chasing around and stuff. It's a bit cool, but I think it's going to get muggier as the day goes on,
Nice.
which is perfect for rutting weather.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know there's definitely one in the back here, so hopefully we can pull him out of there with the buffalo call and get you a shot.
Absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
Before the stalk even began, Matt had taken a fox, quietly, part of the work that comes with managing the land. It was routine, almost unremarkable, but it set the tone for the day ahead. And as we walked towards the stalk area, there was a sense of calm, a quiet peace that only comes from being in the countryside.
Rabbits around here. Yeah.
Lots of rabbit.
We're all going to stand just under this bough branch here and try calling them out of this rut patch.
Yeah.
Just on the outside here. It might be that we have to intimate like both the doe and like little fawn calls as well. Because sometimes if you can pull the doe out, the buck will come with her.
Brilliant. Nice action.
Yeah.
We set up off sticks. Matt started calling softly, waiting for any signs of movement, but nothing came. Perhaps it was the cooler air rolling in with the clouds, or perhaps it was simply one of those mornings, still, patient, unhurried. Even without deer, the morning held its own rewards. The rifle felt familiar again, the kit settled around me, each piece exactly where it should be. Subtle sounds filled the space around us, small movements that reminded you the land is alive, even when it appears still. This first stalk wasn't about the catch, it was about reconnecting with the rifle, the kit, and the deliberate rhythm of the wild, the chance to feel the peace of being present and to prepare for what the next field might bring.
So we just spent a little bit of time on this lovely bit of land where there's some open meadows, and we spent a bit of time calling in with the buffalo, just calling in for some roe, but no luck. We're having a lovely morning with Matt. He's a fantastic guy.
If we do it this way, then at least if we call a deer out of the wood here as well,
Yeah.
then we've got a chance of both all angles, but nothing's going to come from behind us.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, a good shout. Oi. There's a deer down there.
Well, about that deer down there, that ebb and flow of the countryside I keep talking about, well, it had other plans. A combine harvester had turned up, and to make way, a tree along the edge of the field had to be cut down. Just like that, the moment was gone, and we quietly stepped back, accepting the rhythm of the land. Rather than dwell on what might have been, we made our way back to the local gun store. A welcome pause. From there, we headed to the larder for supplies, gathering what we needed before venturing into the woodland. The countryside has its own pace, its own plans, and part of the joy is simply moving with it.
So these are some of Matt's homemade venison burgers. Absolutely fantastic. Look at the quality on those. I've been dying to try some of these. These are also his venison sausages, which are a very hard thing to get right, and I am very excited to have a good venison sausage. Thank you, mate. So we're just about to head into the woodland now to go set up camp. We've had a lovely morning stalk, and it's been
a really warm morning, so the roe haven't been that active, but hopefully a little bit later. So we're going to stalk from camp, and then we're going to do a bit of an evening stalk as well. So I will keep you posted as we get set up. And yeah, I'm going to be hammocking tonight, so is Matt, and his son's going to be with us for this camp, so it's going to be lovely. I can't wait to introduce you to Matt. He's a fantastic guy from Grove Game Larder down here in Bristol. So I will see you soon when we're at camp. Gorgeous area, really lovely. We're in a yew forest here, yew and conifers, black pines, Sitka spruce, also some nice beech and hornbeam on the right hand side, and a few sycamore. Moving through a new woodland is always exciting. There's an energy to it, a sense of discovery. Every corner holds a story, every clearing a possibility. Campsites appear in abundance, almost too many to take in. The mix of established evergreens and broad deciduous trees casts a dappled green light, glowing gently through the canopy. After some time, we settled on a suitable stopping point. The vehicles were unloaded, and a short walk led us deeper towards a potential camp. This time, we weren't alone. Joining us was Will, Matt's young son, eager to learn some of the art of bushcraft and woodland stalking, and alongside him, Fern, Matt's dog, and his loyal companion out in the field. The temperature was rising, and so was the excitement. For me, this felt like the true beginning of an adventure, a weekend of bushcraft, campfires, and the roe rut unfolding around us. So hey guys, we are in this fabulous woodland here Matt has taken me to, and honestly, it's spectacular. It's large, it's vast, there's many different species here, so I'm really excited to have a little bushcrafting session here. I've got the Wii Sport pack with me, all trusty. There's a few rifles there as well, because we're hopefully going to get a roe in this woodland as well, so we'll see what we can do. But I'm very excited to spend a little bit of time with Matt and his boy Will to see if we can just, basically have a really bushcrafty evening, get some good grub on, enjoy the wild space, enjoy nature. It's so peaceful out here. And yeah, we've even got Fern the dog with us, so that's another companion. So we're on the lookout for a few spots that's viable for hammock, because we're all hammock camping today, and it's actually going to be Matt and his lads' first time in their hammocks, so we're going to show them and demonstrate exactly how to set them up and what kind of things I look out for. So yeah, I'll update you once we found a suitable spot, but we're just looking for some good trees that are a nice distance apart, but we also want somewhere where we can have a nice clearing to have a little bit of a camp. So let's see what we can find. It's always a privilege to teach outdoor skills, but sharing them with the father and son, that's something else entirely. There's a kind of magic in it. Even something as simple as hanging a hammock can feel new. It's a task many seasoned bushcrafters take for granted, yet every hammock is different, each brand with its own nuances and quirks. Helping to decipher those little details is part of the joy, and it's the reason I share these skills and these films. Preparing the fire carried that same communal feeling. It reminded me of how it must have been on prehistoric hunting camps, a stage of the day where the focus shifted toward warmth, food, and the glow of shared company. And in summer, choosing the right site for fire is especially important. with the risk of wildfires ever present, that awareness becomes part of the teaching too. And of course, once the fire catches, it brings with it 3 timeless gifts: the chance to reflect, the chance to relax, and the chance to cook. 3 important phases of any day, whether indoors or out.
I'm just collecting some tinder bundle material because I'm going to start the fire by flint and steel. Daldinia concentrica, the old cramp bore. Just one little chunk of that. Yeah, perfect. That's your steel. Yep. And a bit of flint. And as you hit them together, you can see the sparks. And they're the sparks that we're after. And what you're waiting for is for that to hit on a bit of material that's going to catch. What we use commonly is charcoal.
The flint and steel has to be one of my favourite fire lighting methods. A simple concept, but a fantastic introduction for young people. I remember vividly trying it myself as a teenager, chasing down fire steels at reenactment events just for the chance to strike a spark. Fire lighting is always more than just making flames. It's a skill that connects generations, a spark that teaches patience, persistence, and a respect for the elements. Passing that on to especially someone young feels like adding another link in the very old chain.
So what we'll do is we'll get you to, once this is built up, we know we haven't got to keep monitoring it. We'll get you to doing that, shall we? Nice. With your bundles? Yeah, awesome.
With the fire established, the focus can now shift to food. Preparing to cook is as much a part of the rhythm of the hunt itself. Gathering, cutting, laying things out, and talking as you go. It's those small moments, the shared tasks, and the quiet lessons that the day finds its shape around. And as the fire burns steady, the rest of the afternoon stretched ahead of us, full of promise.
So Matt, how are you, my man?
I'm very good, thanks mate. It's a long time coming this, but we finally had it.
Absolutely, yeah. So Matt's from Grove Game Larder, and that's actually where these venison burgers are. Look at them as well, what whoppers. So I actually met Matt by putting out a post asking for a roebuck in the fur for the Wild Nuss Festival, and Matt came to the rescue. And since then it's been one of those things we've wanted to hook up for ages. So Matt is a deer manager and venison producer. He has a larder down here in the south of England, and just, yeah, basically provides meat straight from these kind of areas. I mean, look at this fantastic surrounding that we're in at the moment. It's a lovely, lovely broadleaf forest with some evergreens mixed in, and we're gonna now just cook up some of these venison burgers. So honestly, Matt, it's been a pleasure coming down and spending a bit of time with you. We went out for a stalk today, didn't we?
We certainly did, yeah. They didn't quite play ball. There was a bit of wind which took the humidity out of the air, and it's supposed to be the roe rush at the moment, and they really thrive on that bit of humidity. But they weren't having any of it this morning. And then the second place we went to, where it was going to be perfect, combine harvester turned up. They literally started cutting limbs off a tree with a chainsaw about 50 metres away from where we were trying to call these bucks. So yeah, it wasn't quite the ideal start, but we'll probably have get some feed in us and then have a look around this evening to try and get a limb on some roe.
Campfire cooking never smells better than when you're hungry, and these venison burgers, not only provided but carefully prepared by Matt from Local Deer, looked and smelled incredible. The smoke curled through the woodland, carrying that rich scent that only a fire can bring. I felt like it's the perfect meal. Simple, honest and fitting. Fuel for the next part of the day, because beyond the glow of the fire, the woodland waited, and soon it would be time to shoulder the rifle once again and stalk into the trees.
Wow.
Tasty.
That is tasty, man. That is a lovely venison burger, honestly. Yeah, that's really good.
Sit.
That's gone. Oh my lord. So we're going to go for a little row now, are we?
We certainly are, mate. We certainly are.
Have a little call as well, so we can pull some out of the thick stuff. They'll probably be couched up at the minute, but you never know. If they're up for it, then sometimes they could be running around in this sort of time of day as well, especially during the rut. So yeah,
Awesome.
fingers crossed.
Right, so we're off out now, just on a little woodland stalk for roe. Just got my glass. Matt's got the rifle and his glass shooting sticks, so we're going to be shooting off sticks today, which is going to be good. It's in the middle of the rut, so hopefully this humid heat has started to kick-start that. So let's see what we can find. I'll take you along for the ride. I'm going to have my phone up here, so hopefully get a bit of a first-person kind of perspective, and also have the camera in my hands as well. So we'll put that down and try and get some good shots and see what we can find. Hopefully we can get something to cook up.
Stop. Line that tree. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Line now if you want. Beautifully done. Thank you. Beautifully done. Yes. It's gone. Beautifully done. Thank you. That's like 100 metres from camp.
That was amazing.
That's 100 metres from camp.
Holy dooly. It was a lovely buck.
He's a lovely bag.
Lovely buck. I literally had glassed up. I could see you noticed something glassed up, and my glass just was like straight on it.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Good shot.
Thank you.
Let's all go like this.
Good girlfriend.
Can you hold those well? Okay.
Yes. Heel.
Thank you, fella. Lovely, lovely buck, Matt. Thank you, fella.
The last bite is a tradition that stems from Europe, but I've no doubt our ancestors in their own way carried out similar ceremonies. It's a gesture of respect, offered to the prey we've taken, a quiet thank you for its life, and a gentle reminder that the food we hunt is born from that sacrifice. It's not about sport, it's about necessity and about tradition. That's why I insist on every hunt that I bear the weight of the animal myself. Then it is my duty to be present at every stage, to shoulder the burden, to honour the process, and to see it through, right down to the last bite. It's in moments like this that real connections are born, bonds between two men forged in the outdoors that carry a weight nothing else can quite compare to. Earlier in the day, I'd been the one passing on the skills, showing Matt and his son some of the basics of bushcraft. But now, the roles had shifted. This time, I was a student, learning from Matt, and alongside his son. There's a certain irony in that, and yet it feels right, because when you spend time together in the field, teaching and learning are never one way. Knowledge flows back and forth, and with it, respect grows deeper.
So guys, can you see just here, which is just under the antlers, there is a huge tick. And I don't know if they cause discomfort to animals, but I'd imagine so. It's a big old sized tick, so this is one of the favourite hosts for ticks. And obviously as bushcrafters we have to be very aware in woodland environments where deer are laying up, we're more prone to getting them, so always keep an anti-tick tweezer in your bag.
So that's going off to the larder now to get processed by Matt himself, and yeah, it's been fantastic. Obviously we could very much so butcher different elements of that animal now. You could take the back straps for first eating, you could take the liver, the heart, etc. But for now, it just makes sense for this to go back into the meat distribution pool. And to be honest, I've got a trip going on from this, so I wouldn't be able to take it anyway right now. So I'm actually going to have to come back and collect him in a few days, probably 4 or 5 days. I'll collect him when he's been nicely chilled and hung by Matt. While he's doing that, I'm going to be teaching young William how to do some fire lighting. So we're going to do the flint and steel like I demonstrated to him earlier, and then probably get the fire going ready for some dinner. I think we've got venison sausages, a rabbit, and some haunches of venison as well. Can't wait.
So Will, you have been preparing all the firewood for us, haven't you?
Yeah.
So you got some tiny little sticks, pencil thickness, and finger and bigger. And he's got his tinder bundle ready for the flint and steel. Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Perfect. Then what we'll do, if we just turn it so that edge is straight, you see?
Yeah.
So it lines up like that. Perfect. Tiny bit harder down. There we are. You see them sparks? That was good. There we are. Look at that. He's already going. The gentle blows. So if I bring this up to you, lay that on there, you see, so that orange is touching. If you hold that and blow, give it a nice blow, really hard blow. You see that? And now squeeze it together as you do that, and then down. And then bring it back up to your face and blow again. That's it, and then down. And as it starts to get warm, you want to lift it up. That's it. Now, there we are. Over. There we are. Now get these bundle of sticks. And then throw them on. So once those sticks start to go, I'll put these on for you. There we are.
Lovely.
Brilliant. And then you can put these ones on as well. So that's just half of them. Wait for the flames to come through these, yeah? The pink is a bit slow. You can just lift it like that, you see?
Yeah.
And you see how that added a bit more air in.
Okay.
Now it's ready for those sticks. Perfect. And I'd say, in fact, we're pretty much ready to go with these as well. Well done.
That was good.
Good on you. You showed me up. You did it in, what was that, like about 10 hits?
Yeah.
And I was there for a good 2 minutes. That's already nice and quick. Perfect. Brilliant. Now you can tell your dad when he comes back.
Yeah.
Now we have to thank you for the fire. Well done. Passing the fire steel to Will was, in many ways, the most rewarding moment of the trip so far. Watching the joy in his face, that spark of pride when the steel struck true, it was like looking back in time, seeing a reflection of my younger self. That moment inspired me to take things further with a demonstration of making a bow drill fire lighting kit, a potential evening challenge if the timber allowed it. Fire by friction is never guaranteed. Freshly cut wood can betray you, smoking endlessly without ever giving up an ember. But that's part of the lesson. There are no hacks, no shortcuts, no rushing the process, just patience, persistence, and the quiet rhythm of trial and error. And sometimes, accepting failure. Steady. Once I start to get momentum, I can start putting pressure down. You'll see smoke.
Yeah.
So there's a notch now cut in, so we're going to burn this into an ember and leave it at there. So Matt is now back from the larder. We just had a little play around burning in a bit of bow drill fire kit, so we might carry on with that tomorrow, but we've got the fire going and we don't want to completely waste the evening. I've actually still got to get my hammock and tarp up, so we're going to do that now and then probably cook up some food. Maybe we'll carry on with this in the evening. Let's crack on, get my tarp and hammock up. I might not even use the tarp, I don't think it's meant to rain. You got some muntjac haunch, have you?
Aged muntjac haunch, yeah. I'm just cutting the leathery rind off it so we can take the 3 muscle groups off it, dice it, marinate it, stick it on some barbecue skewers.
I love that.
On the fire. So you've got your thick flank,
Yeah.
or top side, your rump round, and the silver side on the other side. So I'm going to basically just go to just the top of this bone here, only using the tip of the knife.
Yeah.
Just glide through it. You don't want to cut too far down, or you'll end up screwing the meat. So I'm literally just going around the outside of it. I'm trying to whack it through my leg as well.
Yeah, of course.
Get the knife around the back of this. Cut that out.
That looks fantastic.
And what I'm going to do is got the three muscle groups. This thick flank, which is the top side muscle. Separate this out with your fingers pretty much. See?
Yeah, lovely.
Nerve here, which has got a gland at the bottom of it. Get that gland out because it's a bit grim. That's your silver side.
Yeah.
The silver side because of the thick bit of sinew. That's your rump round, and that's your little chump steak there. That's what it is.
I'm just going to score around the leg. I'm going to use the back of the knife. Belly fat, or the belly, and the skin.
Yep.
Pull the whole tube out with it.
Yep.
As we've split the H-bone.
Fantastic. Good job. Repping the Outtask lantern this time. Whip this out. Pop it down. Just did a giveaway for 3 of these on the channel. And 3 very happy winners. Matt, you've outdone yourself there. What have you got in the zebra billy lid?
Well, we've got that little pan-fried rabbit. We've got some spring onions. We've got some chorizo, some salt, some pepper, and a little bit of water.
Amazing.
I'm just going to pop the lid on it. Chuck it on the little stove.
Perfecto. Good on this one.
Yeah, like roast.
It's not roasting, but it's the pan is warm, so I would probably do that there, right? Now we're cooking with gas. Look at those kebabs. Venison haunch chorizo. They're only half size. So Matt, you're showing us how a butcher bushcrafts.
Yeah.
I love it.
Aged muntjac with some chorizo, garlic granules, black pepper, olive oil.
So Matt's also made some dough for like flatbreads, which is fantastic. You're showing me up, Matt. You're treating me to all the glories. Rolling pin. Good man. So the kebabs are done. The rabbit and chorizo kind of stew, steamed cookingness is done. Look at those kebabs. Look at that.
Alright, it's really good.
Look at that, guys. That is what I call a feast waiting to happen. Here we go. Bon appetit. Bit of well-earned venison, chorizo, and flatbread. Thank you, Matt, again, and Will, thank you for your assistance as well. See you soon.
Pretty much what's about that. Just a bit of chorizo. Oh, look at that! I just fell off the. Oh my god! Is it good?
It's very good.
Let me flake it off the bone. That's amazing. Oh my word.
You sure?
So good.
Oh my word.
Mmm.
Rabbit has never tasted so good.
Leave some for me.
I'm not easy. I'm not going to take off the bone for you.
Thank you. I thought you just eat it.
You're going to scram a lot.
You can't
Yeah.
beat wild game, can you?
Oh, this is lovely.
As the evening turned to night, and night slowly into morning, a sense of reflection settles into camp. The day before lingered like a shadow. Hunts attempted and hunts successful, lessons shared and time spent together amongst the trees. These moments always feel fleeting, but they're never wasted. They become a kind of marker, a reminder to come back out here more often, to let the wood shape us again and again. For me, that's the true gift of these small moments, the quiet in between, the conversations by the fire, the chance to step back from everything else. There's something in the quiet of a woodland camp that slows time, even if only for a moment. The crackle of the fire, the scent of the wood smoke, the faint rustle of the leaves, these are the rhythms that mark the passage of the day. It's in these small gestures, the arranging of kit, the preparation of food, the sharing of simple tasks, that lessons are passed on almost without words. Watching the way attention is paid to detail, the care in every moment, the curiosity and questions asked and answered. It's humbling. These are the moments that linger, shaping understanding long after the sun has set. In Will, I saw a reflection of my younger self, eager, curious, proud with every small success. And it struck me how quickly time moves, how easily the boy becomes the man, the student becomes the teacher. There's a kind of awe in seeing someone so young and free. The energy, the curiosity, that unself-conscious joy. It reminded me of what it feels like to be completely alive in the moment, untethered and learning without knowing it.
I had a fantastic sleep in the hammock, and what a lovely, peaceful woodland. Didn't even have a tarp, and it was just gorgeous looking out and seeing the kind of stars peeking through the sky and through the trees. We're going to be heading off today, but I've had a fantastic time with Matt. He's a really talented deer manager, so definitely check out Grove Game Larder, and I can't wait to catch up with him again in the future to come and do something similar. But I hope it's inspired some of you guys to maybe go out and do a little bit of deer stalking. I know it's not for everyone, but that's why I make these videos, so even if you don't want to do it, you can experience a little bit of it. I can't wait to pick up the deer on the way back as well. We're going to go on a little walk today and see if we can call in some roe, just so you can see, because they're just at the beginning of the rut. So let's see if we can get some of that on camera. I was hopefully going to be using my air rifle and a new scope that I've got, but it's still not fixed, so I'm really trying to get that sorted. So hopefully I'll get out for a proper catch and cook soon.
The rest of the morning passed in a comfortable rhythm, practicing skills, refining techniques, and sharing moments of quiet focus in the woodland. I couldn't resist trying the bow drill again. The timber we had chosen was tricky, partially spalted, showing signs of early rot, yet still firm enough to work with. It's that kind of challenge that reminds you of why patience and feel are everything in fire by friction. One wrong angle and it smokes endlessly. Get it right and a tiny ember appears. A satisfying, small reward for careful observation and persistence.
So that bow drill kit is smoking loads, providing loads of dust. That's just the way the cookie crumbles. It was a good bit of practice and good to show the principle. Matt, while I've been doing that, has been cooking up a fantastic breakfast fit for kings. So I'll show you that. Bacon and venison sausages. I cannot wait. When I said breakfast for kings, I was not joking. Look at that. Woohoo! I cannot wait. These venison sausages.
After eating, I took the chance to test out a new scope, which was meant for my broken air rifle. We had time adjusting, aligning, and learning once again how even small changes can make a difference out in the field, before finally packing everything away and sitting Matt down for a podcast session. Time spent like this is a reminder of why we come here. The chance to practice, to improve, to be present.
So there we have it, guys, the end of a fantastic hunt with Matt from Grove Game. and it has honestly been incredible. I can't recommend coming out and doing a bit of deer stalking enough. We got a fantastic roe buck, and he was definitely on the way. His 4th point had kind of receded, so really nice specimen. And of course, I'm grateful to this woodland, I'm grateful to Matt, and I'm grateful to every one of you for watching. I hope I've covered everything you needed, and yeah, it was nice to see the field gralloch. Obviously, if there'd been more of us, we could have harvested actual meat off of that animal and eating it in the woods, but considering the rest has got to go into the food chain and going to be turned into burgers and sausages, it has to go into the chiller really instantly. So look, I had a fantastic time. I hope you did too, and definitely go check out Matt from Grove Game. He's a fantastic chap, and until next time, stay safe. I'll see you soon.
By this point, a deep sense of gratitude had settled over me, for Matt and for Will, for Grove Game and for the woodland itself, for the lessons, for the calm and the freedom it offers. Time here is never just about the hunt, it's about connection, learning and carrying these moments with you, long after the woods fall silent.
Before I leave, I'm just filling up the freezer or the cool box with a few bits from Grove Game's larder, and also picking up the roe deer to do a little bit of stuff with. Look at that. 4 burgers and like 6 sausages wrapped up in some nice wool. That can go in my cool box. And that's wrapped away all nicely for the journey away in the cool box.